if you successfully did not turn into a narcissist with the narcissistic abuse through parenting, it's likely, very likely, pretty much, that you are codependent. If you really study psychology, you would have a much deeper understanding of the meaning of codependency, which comes hand in hand with narcissism. Narcissists preyed on codependent people. And codependency is learned behavior that also passed down through generations. And usually, if you're lucky enough not partner up with a narcissist, you will very likely attract an addicted person, whether alcohol, drug, or sex, or whatsoever. So I would like to share with you some unique perspective through my own experience healing codependency. And that is the only way to go deep into healing, to fundamentally stop any further association with narcissists. First of all, acceptance. It's harder than you could imagine. Sometimes it's just so painful and scary and powerless, make us feel that we have to admit that we experience the narcissistic abuse. And it's so much easier to see it in the person you're dating or in others, but it's so much harder to see in your family because you don't want to have the imagination that you have the narcissistic gene. and the harm was so deep that it's just a much more painful experience to go through. But without going to the core of the wound, you only just healing something on the surface. So be brave. Really look at where this narcissist abuse came from in your family and how your inner child was wounded. And secondly is to really study codependency. And there's a book I can recommend to you. It's called The Codependent No More by Melody Beatty. It's quite helpful. There's also some exercise come with it. And to really identify all the different traits of codependent, and chances are you probably match all of them if you don't have more. And then you make lists of all this behavior, and then you one by one check it off your list. Okay, for example, compulsive behavior of being a workaholic, being addicted to relationship, being weak and always try to avoid conflict and block your throat chakra, cannot have an authentic self-expression. There's more, okay? And then one by one, you check them off your list. For example, for me, to stop being a workaholic, to have such a balanced life, it was like nobody who knew the old me could ever imagine. If you knew how productive, how hard I have been a working person in the previous whole life in this body, that you could not imagine me now enjoying the work-life balance so much and just being present without worrying too much about so-called success. So if I could change, of course you also can. Go deep, really to look at your own behavior, okay? Are you giving from the place of lack, or you're really giving from the place of infinite love? And also, and maybe some of us, we have compulsive eating disorder. We process our emotion with food, or we are afraid of conflict and we don't want to speak up to tell them, hey, my feeling is hurt when you say and do this. And that's also because you so much wish to be validated and wanted, okay? And the next point is that, think about it, codependent. This is a relationship problem. So have you always been the one who really needs a relationship? Okay, it often only means that you have not yet established a healthy relationship with yourself. The art of being alone. That's what everyone needs to master. You cannot say that you love yourself if you don't really thoroughly, just whenever you are with yourself, it's like the ultimate most, you are your twin flame, right? It's your own soul being together, the divine feminine and masculine. If you're being yourself, it's always the best moment, best day, best whatever. If you need to be with others, that's maybe out of charity, you're giving, sharing your energy for others' healing, and also you have some human exchange that help you to carry out some mission in the world. And only when it's fair exchange of energy, and that is worth for you to share your energy. So truly learn deep down to be with yourself, okay? To really look deep into the mirror, into yourself. And that brings us to the last point I really want to share, is that deep down, codependency is a problem of self-esteem. It's this entire constructed system that you created, well, because of the outside circumstance, the influence for yourself of the image of you. You have not yet met your own soul. If you truly can see yourself before anybody else, and if you can see the beauty, the light in yourself, and you really fall in love with yourself, there's only one person in this entire world for you to fall in love with, and that is you, to yourself. Anybody who comes, to make a family with you, make a business partnership, make a kid or whatever, this for some other, this physical world's reason, okay? But with any relationship, if there's two relationships, there's at least three persons, and it's you, your higher self, and this other person. So manage your relationship with yourself first. And when you truly love yourself and see and met your soul, knowing your soul's mission and purpose, and then it's very hard, but it's actually a blessing. Very hard for you to easily be with anyone who is going to bring down your vibrational frequency. No, because you have important missions to do, okay? You have to maintain your vibrational frequency, and only when it's the match made in heaven, the divine love, whether this life or in the next life or whatever, then that is worse for you to even pair up. Or you may already feel scared now. If you're scared of being single, you're not yet met yourself. Okay, much love.